Hello and welcome, Miss Rogers. I am so glad to get this email because I just did not, either it was buried in my emails, but I really appreciate you resending this. So I want to make sure that I address everything for you. So first, let's see. You said first, you just want to thank God for me. I thank God for you as well because it's just a joy doing these videos and sharing this way. And you said you watched on yesterday. Thank you for joining our cyber reading because really the reason I do these cyber readings is just so I can reach out, as I guess you figured out already. So let's try to get to your question. And thank you for congratulating me on my show on Sundays. And I hope that you can tune in, and they are archived if you're not able to tune in every Sunday. Just remember that and tell your friends about it. Let's see, you said you just had a few concerns about your hair. You have you have been natural for about 4 years. You said my hair will grow and break off. Still to this day, I don't understand why. This year it's the healthiest my hair has been. I've been wearing a lot of braids. Due to the due to the person braiding my hair too tight, my hair has broken off, or it's breaking off on the sides and in the back of your hair. Now you said two things, and let's just kind of highlight some of these things. Two things that are really standing out, and maybe it's three, but I really want to address a couple of things. First, you said that um, this year your hair is the healthiest that it's ever been. So let's kind of highlight that because I think it's really crucial to kind of acknowledge how you feel about your hair and why you feel that. And then you said you're wearing braids a lot of braids. Tie that. And you said the person, now let's kind of address those two first. Okay, and let's make sure we're saying wearing a lot of braids. Okay, so we've got everything highlighted. We sometimes think our hair is healthier when we wear braids because when we take them down, we tend to have more hair in terms of lengthwise. And so we think, oh, this is healthy hair. But at the root of it all, meaning that the strand itself is generally not that healthy. Now, you also, because we have to, we sometimes treat our braids as a low maintenance, a zero maintenance, not a low maintenance. If you don't shampoo, condition properly with balance, then you're going to have a problem with your hair being weak. Even though it seems full, it won't stay. Now, you mentioned that you wear braids, and you said that she was braiding your hair, said braiding my hair tight, and the hair broke off on the sides and in the back. That sounds like traction, braiding your hair tight, and if you want the hair pulled tight to the braid, not to the scalp. So if you do that, then you're going to have it tight to the scalp. You're going to cause something called traction. And what will happen, the hair will have elasticity just enough, and then after it's beyond the amount of elasticity that's within your strand at that time, then it will break one or two ways. Either it will break all the way right in the mouth of the follicle and look bald, or it will break and just be really short and brittle. You said you've been using Jamaican black castor oil, and it's been helping your hair to grow back. So what that tells me is that your hair broke. Jamaican black castor oil may help to really lubricate that shaft because it's pretty dense, and you will begin to obtain length. It doesn't make your hair grow any faster. It's just whatever you grow, it can lubricate and cover. It's almost like an activator, but it's really pure and it's a lot more natural. And so you will obtain length. Okay, keep that in mind. You said you shampoo and condition every Saturday, and you mentioned some products that you use. Those things are important, that you shampoo and condition inside of 7 days. You said you use some, mentions a restoration mask. Usually those are protein. And after that, after you shampoo your hair, you blow dry it on low heat with a serum. The thing that with the serums, be careful because what happens, you will end up with a buildup because the serums tend to have a negative buildup on them. So really be careful with that. Let's see if we can move this box over just a little bit. Let's see so that we don't have, there we go. We don't pick up those old emails that no one's interested in. Okay, let's see. So you want to use oils, and it would be better for you to use instead of a serum, it would be better for you to hydrate because generally with heat, the moisturizers like our hydration, or if you're using serum, you want something a little bit more dense like a Moisture Plus moisturizer. And let me put that link here. That way you can click on that link and you will be able to go right to it. So if you're on my website, what you're doing is you're getting the Moisture Plus. Now you can determine the size that you want. Now the Moisture Plus moisturizer comes in. If you click on this link, this is my website, lisaacquavieri.com. Then if you want the larger sizes, you can just get that drop down box and it'll go right to your 8 ounce, and it gives you the prices for that. It's always more economical to do the 8 ounces. You can see that the prices are not that much difference. I think it might be $4 and you get twice the amount. So I'm going to put this link on here for you, and we're going to put that at the bottom right on your email. That way you can just click right on that link and you're going to be able to go right to that product. Okay, let's see. So we're on the Moisture Plus. And again, you can choose your size. And let's go back to, okay, so we're going to put that link right down here. And let's see, there we go. And we're just going to line up a couple of products that I recommend for you. And again, it'll say 4 ounce, but you can choose which one you want to use. And we're going to put the name of it. And I know it seems a little aggressive of me to put the 8 ounce, but I just really don't want to see you buy the smaller ones. This would be better than your serum, and the reason for that is because what's happening here, the serum is not a clean product. It kind of does the job in that the serum is going to give you that coverage. It's going to be wonderful as far as coating the hair. But the problem with the serum is that it's not going to give you everything you need in the way of keeping the hair cool and raising the moisture levels. It's really about styling. So I would recommend that, and the hair will heat up a little faster with it. And it says to stretch out your hair. So what you would do is with the Moisture Plus moisturizer, you're just going to pull it back and put a scrunchie on it and it will stretch out. But you've got to follow the technique, applying it from the right side of the head to the left side of the head, ear to ear, front to back. And I have many videos on how to apply. So starting at the ends, then small parts, and work your way from the front to the back and work all the way over to the opposite ear. Okay, just so we can get to the others, you said afterwards you braid your hair and then you oil your scalp and repeat process all over again every Saturday. Now, oiling the scalp is excellent because when you oil your scalp, basically what you're doing is you're bringing in, let's go to our support products again, you're sealing in your moisture levels. So let's go on and put that a cleaner oil. I think that castor oil is a great oil if that's what you're using, but I want to make sure that you're getting an oil that is going to really rinse clean. It's a lot easier to remove from the hair. So I'm going to recommend that, and it's so friendly to each other my products are. So I'm going to go in and put that link there. Again, I am not about fixing something that's not broken. So if you find that you're really pleased with your oils that you're using, then that's fine. This is just an inexpensive way. It's very densely packed, and it's an inexpensive way to have a really good oil that you'll have for a longer period of time. So you just decide on that product. Okay. All right. So now you have those two items. So then you're ready to braid the hair. And just keep me posted. So if you need something that helps with tangles, but I think that what you're working with these two items, it's really going to help a lot. But you've got to be very specific about what your challenges are, and then I can recommend additional products for you. Okay, you said you also color your hair using a 30 developer. See, all of this changes everything because when you're color treating your hair and you're coloring L'Oreal for dark hair, and that means if you're doing a 30 volume, the average when you're really you're talking about just doing a permanent color is a 20, and that's 10 extra points there. If you're doing a semi-permanent or a demi, you can do a 10 volume, so they call it a prompter. But if you're at a 30, you're pretty much up there. And what happens when a 30 volume developer goes into the hair shaft, it's widened the cuticle a little more. Now, companies like L'Oreal, Clairol, some of these companies who specialize in color, they are really, really careful to work with the safest way to color the hair. But you still, when you see the word 30 of the number 30 on the developer, you want to just be cautiously approach that. So you really need to start your deep conditioning. So let's go back to our site and let's kind of look at some of our programs like here, and I'm going to move this over so it makes it a lot easier. So when we look at this, we want to look at some of the programs that I offer. So when we look at programs, this kind of gives us all programs, and then what you'll do is some of the same products, but it just tells you how to use them. Like right here you have a program for natural color treated hair. So this is going to address a couple of things. It's going to address your moisture levels, keeping those up. The only thing that I would add if it's extremely dry hair would be the hydration. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend this program. So it's a lot cheaper to get all these products, and then you'll have a custom, let's make sure I don't mess that up. We have a custom program that will write. So this I will write for you. So this kind of includes, it said includes a custom program for color treated hair. And these are programs that I pre-write, but you always want to tweak it. See, this, oh, perfect. So even though this says Moisture Plus, it says Hydration Moisture. So it gives you hair vitamin, and then you get the oil sheet and jar and the hydration, because that's what I was going to recommend. It shows Moisture Plus in the picture, but actuality, this is what you would receive, the hydration moisture, especially with natural hair and color treated. The other piece is that you're going to get the deep conditioning. So that's going to give you that protein and moisture balance there, clarifying the hair, leave in hair vitamins, sealing with oil, plus you're going to get the hydration, like it said, even though the photo says that. So let's go on and put that link on your page, and this will be online. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to share, because I can tell you your question, the answer that I give you is definitely going to support other women who, or even men who have some of the same problems. So I'm going to share this, and yeah, because we did chat and your name appeared. So I just don't like to share if it's going to be something where you're feeling like, you want more privacy, that kind of thing. But this gives you an opportunity. So I'm just going to cut and paste just to make sure I have everything that you need so that you can go back and, oops, let's make sure. Oops, here we go. All right, Lisa, let's not do anything else. Oh, I think I clicked on the link. So let's go back. Yeah. let's go back to, there we go. And let's go and let's put the name here. Okay, and then we're going to make sure that yeah, there you go. Now you have a link for that as well. So these are the things I'm just going to recommend that you do. I think that we're going to be okay. Now you mentioned the red color fades so fast, so you use semi-permanent. I mean, you're really busy here. I mean, you're taking your hair through a lot of very traumatic changes. So I think the best program for you is the program for natural color treated hair, because what we're going to address, we're going to not only address the strength of your hair, so we're going to keep your hair strong, but we're also going to keep your hair hydrated and manageable. Now, will you have to get all these things? Remember, all of this is included in this program along with the custom program. The only thing that's not would be your Moisture Plus moisturizer, because you're going to get the hydration. So I'm going to close it here. If you have any additional questions, you know I'm your hair doctor, so it's very important for you to email me, lisa@lisaackberry.com, and I will be more than happy to continue this dialogue and make sure that you have everything you need. Thank you so much. To God be the glory in Jesus. You're going to be great. I'm going to help you through it. Have a blessed, wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon.